Do you see the video that I sent you of Caitlin Clark playing in a
Yeah, the golf tournament.
pro-am?
Yeah.
She like what I think some people realize this, I think. Others may not. Others may be a little late to the game. She's like a version of Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, like from a cultural perspective of like celebrity sports fandom. It is amazing to see. And this woman really, like, if you think about her platform so far, some CBS games in the women's college basketball tournament over the last 3 or 4 years. She's on ESPN playing hoop. It's not like she had this like giant platform where it's like, welcome to Caitlin Clark. Like, she's really built this crazy fan base. And I don't know. I mean, where does she take it? Like, wherever the WNBA can go in the next few years. Like, did you see this Caitlin Clark thing coming once she left college? And like, where do we go from here with her? Is this going to be like one of the cultural like sports stars of our lifetime?
I think so. I mean, until Juju Watkins comes
Yeah.
from USC, I think she's going to be the next one where we're having conversations like this. The the thing with Caitlin is just, I mean, when she was playing at Iowa, obviously a massive deal, right? Just the biggest star in the game. Now, did I think it would translate the way that it is translating now that she's in the W? No, because it's there's so many W players who, when they were in college, like they were must see television, and then kind of, I'll take Sabrina Ionescu as an example, right? When she was at Oregon, there was that same pseudo buzz around her, right? We're like, oh, you got to watch her play. I loved watching her play at Oregon. Fantastic. Obviously, the tournament, I believe that was her senior year, got canceled and everything else, right? Like, but this Caitlin phenomenon has just been, especially now that, we've been covering the W even closer. We've had Sirit Sohi, who does an incredible job hosting the show, has had all of these incredible people on the show, these brilliant, very smart people who have been covering the W for forever. And the gist of what I understand is just like, it's wild that this is happening. Like, they can try to explain what Caitlin does. It's like, she plays like Steph. She, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. But it's such a combination of things that it makes it almost this religious experience that you can't fully understand. It's just happening in front of you, and you just have to take it in. And, to Caitlin's credit, she's been able to deal with it, because I don't. Sirit made the argument a couple of episodes ago that she's right now the most important basketball player on the planet. Right. And like, obviously you think about LeBron, you think of Steph, you think of KD, about all these dudes who are just like at the peak of their powers over in the NBA. But I don't know, man, like the numbers that she's putting up over there, the ratings that she's really helping the W with, and everyone looking again. She was at a golf. This is a golf pro-am, and that video sent me was wild to see just the amount of people who are just following her around trying to get an autograph.
Have you ever been to a pro-am before?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's pretty fun. That you see tons of stars come through. Like, that's kind of the gig, right? I remember, gosh, this is a long time ago now. Emmitt Smith, my buddy Ed, is his favorite football player of all time. So we kind of followed Emmitt. George Lopez was there. So I was kind of chirping at George a little bit, like telling his jokes back to him to see if he would respond. So that stuff is fun. But, you have to kind of, they don't really let you follow people the way that you want. They're pretty strict on, like, okay, I think Brady might have been there, but he had like his people that you kind of had to stay away. Like, there were people like very close to Caitlin. I was like, man, can we get some bodyguards there? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's almost a point where the people who are probably closest to her, I don't know if they realize how famous she is. right now. Like it's kind of wild, and it's all justified because you just again when you watch the Fever play, you're just glued to watching her hoop, and she's just so freaking good where you understand it. But then again, there's I hate using this word now because it's almost become bastardized, but there's this aura around her that is again just completely, in my opinion, unexplainable. Because there's a lot of great basketball players.
Yeah.
Right. But there's something about her specifically where you just watch her hoop and you're hypnotized by it, right? It's in the ilk of a Steph Curry. It's in the ilk of a LeBron, right? Where you just, and obviously they're great at what they do. Caitlin is great at what she does. There's this extra it factor that again, we can do all the advanced statistics that we want about Caitlin Clark. She just has the star power and the it factor that people would kill for, honestly.
You know, the point that she's the most important basketball player, I was thinking, gosh, is she really? And so I remembered, I think it's earlier this week, there's a photo of her and Tyrese Halliburton,
Yep.
like courtside.
I think they're watching a Butler game because her boyfriend is like an assistant coach.
Yeah, he's a coach
over there. Yeah.
And when I saw that photo, I was thinking, yeah, she's a way bigger star than him. Like that was my thought.
I don't think it's close.
Right?
I don't think it's close.
And he's a very famous professional basketball player. So that is interesting.